The Hungaroring is abuzz with excitement as Formula One returns to Hungary for another round. We first came here in 1986 after construction on this purpose-built motorsport facility was completed. The Hungaroring is one challenging succession of corners and turns. With few straights, it's affectionately known as the go-kart circuit. Drivers will have to find a proper rhythm to make the most of the layout, and for cars, low-speed downforce will be paramount. The season is about halfway through, and it makes me wonder what else is in store for the teams. Well, there's only one way to find out. What will happen this weekend? Only time will tell.
Hey guys, you join me here, Snow86, and we're back in Formula One Manager for the Hungarian Grand Prix. So before we get into the weekend, guys, just a quick recap of where we are. Development on the car, we have a couple of parts coming pretty soon. A new front wing actually in a day, and then we have the big upgrade for the car which will see us through for the rest of the season, which is our underfloor. We will be doing no more upgrades after this underfloor, so once this finishes we'll be switching over to a research project for next year's car. I'm kind of falling behind a little bit on that, so we still have 4 areas that we haven't touched, actually 3 areas once the side pod completes. So we'll be hitting them pretty hard and fast, and we're going to see if we can develop that car to the best of our abilities. So that's where we're standing. Everything is as it was previous to this Grand Prix, guys. So again, we are, where's my standings? Currently third. We have a 15-point lead over Ferrari. So if we can extend that here again at the Hungarian Grand Prix, I'll be delighted. If we can beat Ferrari, they're the current drivers' champions, and I think constructors as well. But they've just fallen behind in the development race, which is a little bit close to the bone when they look at real life. But we won't dilly-daddle any longer, guys, and we're going to be back here with qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Today, we see the culmination of the team's practice efforts translate to the all-important qualifying session. Time and time again, we see just how little separates the drivers as they complete their qualifying laps. Those who have pushed that little bit harder during qualifying can be rewarded with a grid place that sets them apart from their competitors going into the race. Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Hey guys, you join me here for Q2. So we managed to get both drivers into Q2, and as you can see after our first runs, it is looking pretty promising for at least one of our drivers at least. Pierre Gasly, as you would expect, being the man that will hopefully make it into Q3. Theo is on the cusp. Again, there's only literally a tenth of pace and Theo would find himself right up there. So he's improving, and we will stick with him. He's after improving a lot since the start of the season, when he was still struggling with Q1 and stuff, even though the car had the pace. So he's definitely improving as a driver, and we're just slowly getting there. Got points in the last round, so that was a good showing from Theo. But we're just flicking around here now. It's going to be nice and quick here on the Q2 run, and we are across the line. Theo improves, but not enough. And where is Pierre? Let's jump to Pierre. So Pierre's rounding into the last corner here. He's pretty safe, I would imagine. But what can he do? Ooh, look at that. So Valtteri Bottas has found pace. So Valtteri has definitely found pace. Theo is eliminated. But that gap from us to Valtteri is slowly after growing. Not sure where it's coming from. There's a tenth in it. But we'll have to see, can we pull that back with maybe hopefully the new wing for the next round. And then that underfloor might just push us and even push Theo forward that extra little bit we need. So that's it. We'll be back here in a second for Q3, and we'll see where Pierre qualifies. So we're here for Q3, guys. Final run coming up here. First run done on soft scrubs tires. So Pierre is down in P8, and we'll see if we can just maybe get him out. I don't know, it's going to be tight. Those Ferraris have found an extraordinary amount of pace again, and they're right on the pace with Verstappen and Hamilton. So I'm just not sure what's going on with Ferrari. They just seem to be so hit and miss. They seem to have a couple of good races and then they fall off the pace and then they come back again. But here's hoping we can hopefully jump on the back there with Perez once the race gets going. We tend to have a better race car than qualifying car. Not sure why that is. But yeah. Looking forward to that there. So we're just actually meant to jump here. And we'll jump on board with Theo as he finishes out this lap and we'll see how he gets on. So he's got 2 sectors in the green anyway, nothing purple, so we're definitely not going to be at the front. But one can only hope we'll be a little bit closer than we are. Cross line, ooh, look at that guys, 3/10 off the pace. So we closed it actually a little bit there to Valtteri, so that pace is probably in around the same as Valtteri there in the Alpha. But yeah, a nice gap. Ooh, look at that, Vettel out in the top 10. So nice to see Vettel starting to perform to the car's abilities as well. That is good to see because at the start of the season he was way off pace. And literally 2/10s cover the top 6 guys. That is insane. Absolutely insane. So that's it guys, we'll get cracking on our race strategy and we'll be back here in a second with the Grand Prix around the Hungaroring.
Here we are folks, we're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
Qualifying went well for Williams, as attested by their strong position on the grid. Now it's all about finding that edge for the race itself. Mercedes made our hearts pound during qualifying, and they're now in a very strong starting position. This is set to be a brilliant weekend for the team. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
And we're just over 300 kilometers away from the conclusion of this Hungarian Grand Prix. And each and every one of them is sure to be thrilling. The drivers there lined up on the grid under mostly sunny skies. And there we have Pierre Gasly. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. And looking at the second Williams car, they're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. Will their hard work pay off today? And here we go, with the Hungarian Grand Prix.
We're getting ready for lights out guys.
And it's lights out,
and we are away. So
we
we're going to jump straight to Pierre. We're going to jump on board up here. Now we're going fairly aggressive off the start as is our standard. And you can see Valtteri got a great start there guys. We're going to try and go around the outside of Leclerc here, which we managed to do. Trick is now, can we get Valtteri? Not sure.
And a new
we might have a chance here.
Just gained by Williams.
Important we do manage to get Valtteri, I think, if we can. And I think we've done that, guys.
And there's an overtake
from
Williams.
He's still hanging on there to the back of us. And we're just going to have to start watching our fuel with both drivers, but we can burn a little bit harder on the tyres and everything else. We're just going to flick to neutral with both. Actually, we'll check on Theo. No, we won't flick Theo to neutral a while because Theo's making a place up. Go on, Theo. We will get Theo to back off and we will get Pierre to drop his pace a little bit, but hopefully we'll yeah, we gotta now go neutral here because he's burning through his ERS pretty quickly. And as always, the field spread is so close here, guys. It's just insane. Wow. Not sure what happened there, but oh, look at that. Perez is on the softs. Who else is on the softs up here? Russell started soft. And Sainz has started soft. So interestingly, we can hang with Perez on the softs. That'll be a good run for us, I think. Hopefully anyway, guys. And Bottas is pretty quick behind us. I think he was on the mediums. softs. No, Bottas is on the softs. That explains why Bottas got a great start. I'm hoping, yeah, we get a blasted DRS down the back straight here, and that'll keep us all pretty close and snug. We get a second helping here, and we do, which is fantastic. So Russell is slowly easy. Well, Sainz is sticking with Russell actually pretty quickly, and I think Sainz is on the softs as well. He is. So the medium runners, we need to be hanging with the back of Hamilton and Verstappen, and as they squabble with each other, that'll keep us in contention pretty nicely. We're just going to deploy here over the last couple of corners because I think we need it. They're just dropping us ever so slightly down that street. So I think Perez will get Hamilton there, and it's only a matter of time then before he gets his teammate. Those soft tires are working a treat. But they will have to go longer on the hards because it's generally a one-stop race unless anybody's going to do it two, I'm not sure. But what's encouraging as well for us is that Theo is sticking to the back of this pack pretty well. How are we 8/10 off the pace? So we're just going to have to drive on again here a little bit. Now we're going to harvest into the first turn. And then flick neutral from there. Hopefully we can stick with it. But the pace that Verstappen and Perez are pulling there, guys, we are getting gapped fast. Oh my god. So this could be a race where we're looking to fight with Leclerc and Bottas. Strange, I thought we'd be a little bit closer than this in the race. We do tend to have good race pace, but I think we're still under the 1 second, so we will get DRS once more. Yeah, and their squabbling is definitely helping us stay in touch just a little. And Sainz is now leading the race, guys. So it's still pretty tight here at the top. I wonder are those softs going to start going off pretty soon. And if they do, we'll have to jump Perez pretty quick if we can. Why is my driver driving erratically? I'm not sure. We'll just flick to the external camera. We'll see. I think Bottas might be challenging us more than I'm thinking. Once we keep that DRS and stay in the range, we should be okay. Theo is having a crack here, so we're just going to help Theo with his crack and give him a little bit. Nope, can't give him a little bit extra anymore. That opportunity has come and gone, but Theo's having a cracking race here, guys. He's really really throwing down the hammer here, and he's not that far off. In fact, if we could actually probably get him past these two drivers, we'd have a great shot.
There's a big crash in the main straight.
Ooh, who is that? That is Valtteri Bottas. Did he collide with us?
We just had a crash on the track.
Let's have a check at this, guys. I get the feeling something might have happened. Nope. I think he just lost it on his own. Lost the rear end. Oh.
A definite collision there. That's very
Bottas could be out of this race, guys. That would look like a pretty heavy crash. Danger for us is that puts us way off the back here, so we're just going to have to push for a few laps. If anything, I could probably get Theo just to push a little bit as well. So we just need to be in that 1 second window, and then we are, thank God. And we've managed to gap Leclerc as well, guys, so that's important as well. And if we can get Theo past Ocon, I get the feeling we could have a good run at catching Sebastian there. But this is a tricky old track to try and recharge the battery as well, guys, so we'll have to be careful how we do it. Bottas is in the pits now. That's alright, so we're just going to conserve the fuel for a bit. What are people's tires like? Yeah, we're burning our softs, our mediums pretty hard here, just trying to keep up with these guys. But that's not good. And we're already going pretty far, so I don't know, can Gasly keep this up? I honestly don't think he can, guys. I think we might have to see that E6 might be the best we can get out of it today. These cars in front are just like rocket ships around the Hungarian, and we have nothing to answer them with. So it's a lesson for next year as well with the development of our car. It's a little bit poor. So we really got to start with a fantastic baseline car, I suppose. That's probably the best way of doing it. Now, to be fair, we're P3 in the championship, and I think P2 or P3 in the drivers. I wasn't expecting that coming into this year, so that's been a good little boost. But definitely, there's work to be done, guys. Work to be done. So we'll jump back on with Theo. You might have a great shot here or getting a good run, guys, and points are definitely on the card again for Theo. If we get a double points finish with him, that would be fantastic. So Ocon has gone by. Ooh, that was unlucky. There was a great chance there for us to get through, but we didn't manage to do it. Now, will Ocon disappear into the distance is the question. Leclerc has caught back up to us, guys, so it could even be a P7. We just seem to be lacking top line speed. I think that's been a story of our seasons as they go on. We do have the Ferrari power unit in the car, of course, but we just seem to be lacking that little bit of top line speed. It'll be interesting to see what the engine scenario is like next season. Will it have changed a little bit? Will Ferrari have gone up or down? I'm not sure. But maybe we should have done that Red Bull power unit, guys, because those Red Bulls are quick. No overtake possible there, but we did manage to close the gap. That's good.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
So that was always going to happen, I get the feeling. So again, if we can just kind of stay where we are, we're doing pretty well. Vettel is the man really on his own. Has Sainz cost himself? I think Sainz has cost himself, guys. He's dropped behind us. And Sainz is in the pit, so his soft tires really did go off the boil pretty quick, guys. So there is a chance there for us yet. And we're going to deploy because we have a... Do we? So we're just going to harvest here a little bit with just see can we bring ourselves back into the game a little bit for later. Perez is now also in the pits, guys, so that's important. We're just going to harvest here now as well with here even. We're just going to have to do a little bit of cleverness with both our drivers, in fact. Because Russell is also in the pit, so those soft runners have fallen off the field there. So I think it's all the medium runners are left. And Leclerc's starting to make some headway. Look at that, guys. So that's showing a good turn of pace there. So we're just going to harvest here now again. And probably going to harvest here again for a while. He was up to P8. He's doing a solid job. And we could probably leave Theo here because I'm going to flick them both back to neutral a while. I want to jump on board with what am I doing with Theo, and Theo is 1.3 off the back of Alonso, so it's important for us that we do manage to get there if we can. I think Ocon pitted. Albon goes by us. He's still on his softs.
Alpha Tower,
I think what we can do now is push with Theo, get Theo just to push a bit, burn a bit of fuel, and try and get him to close in on Alonso and Norris. Pierre is doing still a fantastic job of holding up everybody, which is good. Now we could use Theo as a bit of a roadblock as well, but it might sacrifice his race. Oh no, do I want to do that? Shame we didn't do the overtake there. So we seem to be stuck behind Alex here, so we do need to get this move done pretty soon. And I think in fact we're going to deploy going down the back straight because we just need to get clear of Alex and try and catch back up to the Alonso fight. Russell follows us through as well, so we've now managed to gap Albon by a nice bit, and hopefully we can catch back up to this fight that's going on up here. We're just going to get Pierre to push, although he's doing okay. Russell is going to be quick behind us, guys, so we're going very defensive over Russell. We would expect Russell to blow past us on the street. Interesting, didn't happen that time around, but it will definitely at some stage. I would think Russell should blow past us. And how are we doing for tyre life? We're doing okay, we're about the 50-way mark. So we have another 7-8 laps to go for both our drivers. We've stepped the strategies by 1 lap each way, so Theo will be stopping a little bit later. And it's not often we ride on board with Theo so much either. But he's doing a good job here. He's after getting it down to just around the 2nd mark, guys, so that's good going. Gonna get balanced. If he can get, he might just go aggressive here just for a second and deploy a little bit.
Okay, there's a big crash.
I'm not sure who crashed this time.
I think that was a crash.
Joe crashed, so we'll have a quick look.
Let's have a look here. This
I think
was
he's
the Aston
all
Martin.
by himself. Does he just lose the rear end as well? Oh no, he locks up.
And there we see the crash.
Nasty. But Theo's doing a great job here, and this is actually delaying George Russell quite
Did somebody spin
a
out
lot,
there?
really, when you think about it. So the longer we can go on the mediums, it seems to be working out. The overcut might be best here. So all those soft runners at the start didn't manage to pull enough of a gap, and now might struggle. Now I do think Russell will get by us at some stage, it's only a matter of time. But he's definitely losing time. What are our laps like? We did a 121, 127. Norris was pretty slow. But although they're... yeah, it's hard to call it. Hard to call it. What's the gap? The gap from the leader is 17 seconds. There goes Russell. Gonna muscle his way past us now. Although we're fighting him pretty hard. I wonder, was that an illegal overtake?
Currently yellow at 7.
Oh, Vettel's crash, guys. So that is both Alphas after crashing. And that's a shame because they were in for a good race there. But we can just stick with the back of all these guys. We'll be doing pretty well. We're getting pretty close to the pit stop window as well. Gasly's doing a solid job there. And when I say a solid job, he's doing his utmost to hang in there with these guys. And we can just get him to push maybe again a little bit. So that's our pit window entered. Now, we shouldn't have burned through all of our tires, so we should be okay to get to our pit stop. And I think we will actually be okay. So we could probably get him to crack on these set of tires and see what he can do. But this is a critical moment of the race for us. Russell is after getting by everybody all of a sudden. He just decided now was the time to do that. So he's managed to do that, but Sainz and Perez are still way off the back. Don't know what the expected time is for a pit stop. Let me check that out. Expected times, time considerations. The pit stop is around 20 to 22 seconds. So 20 to 22 seconds. Yeah, we'll come out behind Sainz. Now we can get Theo to crack on here as well because we don't need everybody coming past us. And Theo needs to start dictating his race a bit. So I think he's still on for a good haul of points again. But we want to see, can we beat Lando and Alonso. That'll be the goal really. Where is Ocon? Ocon is 17 seconds behind. Yeah. Gasly with a sneaky look. But actually, now that I think about it, Russell is definitely going to come out here in a good position. But we need to start doing something maybe a little bit different with our strategies where we can, because Russell is going to be 5 or 6 seconds up the road from us, and he wasn't at the start of the pit stop window, so he's definitely gained, and yeah, we haven't. I think we still get DRS. No, we don't. So we're going to open pit stop, hit this lap.
So we are boxing.
Alonso's in the pits there now as well. I think we could probably box both our drivers in fact, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to pit Theo the lap early, and we're going to pit Gasly on his correct lap because there's enough of a gap between them that we can stack it. So we should be okay in that regards. But yeah, look at that. George is eating time out of us. Myself and Leclerc now into the pits. Theo's into the pits behind us, so we just need to now Strategies, times.
That
Out
sounds
comes
like someone's gone
Theo.
wide there.
And we just now need to get everybody just settle in just a little bit. We've managed to get Alonso, but not Norris, so that's interesting. But we can now get Theo to push a little bit on the fuel for the next lap or two. Gasly has come out. Look at that. It is 2 Mercs, 2 Red Bulls, well, it's 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris. And yeah, Gasly is hanging on bravely to the back of that scrap. And we are currently P10. So I'm not sure, did Ocon pit earlier? He certainly did. But it'll be interesting to see how well these tyres do now to the end of this race. I do think we should probably push just a little bit here with Theo. We just need Theo to see, can he close this gap in here to Lando, because I do get the feeling Alonso and Albon behind us will be fairly quick. Vettel's crash has cost him, but not as much as Bottas's crash. So still all to play for here with Theo. I think Gasly is where he is, and there's not a whole pile we can do with it. So the good news is we're getting the gap down to Norris in front, and once we get a bit of DRS, we should be okay. Hopefully, should be okay. Yeah, we're catching him, so we will get a good blast of DRS down the back straight, and Norris won't have it, so that'll be good. Should now complete that overtake, and we will. That was a sweet overtake. And the good news there is that might have just actually propelled us enough to get onto the back of Ocon. So we're going to go back to attacking. I think we have managed to do that, so we're just going to go standard again. So Gasly's fighting with the Ferraris, good to see.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
We can just settle in behind Ocon here, so that's a P9, P8 potentially for us. Oh, there goes Norris. Wow,
McLaren gain a position.
Norris stuck that up the inside pretty bravely. We're having a good old ding dong here with Norris though. Interesting. So how is it looking here with Pierre? I think we're going to push Pierre now just a little bit as well. So we want him to get past Leclerc, and hopefully by doing this he will get the slingshot and then have the toe. Oh, I hate that. Why didn't he just overtake? There's so much space there. Now he's going to get boxed again, but we'll give him another lap and we'll see. Not sure what's going on with Verstappen, and he must have had an accident. I wasn't paying attention, I'd say. But yeah, when Maxi boys after dropping off the pace there a little bit, was there a clash with Perez? We might never know now. Yeah, so now that Leclerc has the DRS of Sergio, it's going to make it hard for us. And they will scrap with each other. So the fact Ferrari are scoring a good haul of points is going to close this championship fight up once again. Mercedes all of a sudden seem to have the car to beat. Not sure where that's come from either. They really stepped up their development race, which is good. Makes the championship interesting. We're going to push again on the fuel because we don't have a whole pile of it left. I think we can harvest here. Ooh. Big move there from Theo. He's up to P8. So it's still all to play for, guys. A good chance of haul of points here with Theo. So we just gotta keep an eye on him. But Pierre has managed to recover his DRS or ERS nicely. I keep getting them mixed up. Not going to be a help there to us, so we're just going to have to keep pushing here on this lap.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
We'll go balanced. I think we're probably close enough that we can go balanced here as well. Now we're just going to harvest here out of these couple of sections because we just need to save our ERS here and try and build it up with Theo. We've less than 30 laps to go, so we'll be all to play for here soon enough. We'll have to flick the neutral here because otherwise we're going to get done. So hopefully a couple of laps of that, and if we can get both our drivers in a strong position, we can literally just launch an attack for the last 2 laps and see how we get on. Going to harvest again. And flick it back to neutral. Check in here, see how Pierre is getting on. And I think we could probably do the same here with Pierre soon enough, and that will just get his ERS sufficiently recovered enough that we might be able to launch a bit of an attack here at some stage. To neutral, harvest again, coming out of the last corner. Going to flick to neutral here because there's a good chance.
By Williams.
We managed to get Norris, which is very good of us, but and we managed to recover a bit of ERS as well, so that's good. But Alonso, the crafty old fox, managed to slip past both of us, and he seems to be on a bit of a push because he's just slowly gapping us. But we won't do too much harvesting here on this one. As we blow past, and we'll just harvest out of this one. And now we can flick to neutral again for the rest of it. And there could be a good chance there that we could potentially gap Alonso, in fact, but maybe not. Oh, it's hovering at the 6-second mark. I don't think we'd have enough, no. So it's an old strategy fought race. We've managed to get past Perez here with Gasly. So I do think there's potentially a podium on the cards there for Pierre if we play our cards right. We still have a good chunk of the race to go. Anything could happen. It's a safety car, anything like that would be interesting. Not sure what tires we've left.
Good overtake from Alpine.
But if we get to it in 20 laps, which we're approaching, we could be on for a run on the soft tires, guys, which would be very interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. There has been a couple of instances crashes already even. We're just going to harvest there as we flick past again. Crash in sector 1. Not sure who it is.
Oh, and that's a crash!
Vettel again crashed on turn 1.
Here's
So
the replay.
we'll have a look at
Now let's
Vettel's
watch
crash.
this. The Alfa
I think it's a
Romeo
repeat
involved in
of his
this one.
earlier one. Oh wow.
There's the crash.
So poor old Vettel and Bottas are having a disaster.
Fastest lap.
Not sure how he's done that, but he's done it. And look at that, guys. Lo and behold, George Russell is now after creeping into our window of opportunity. So his hards are obviously starting to suffer a little bit. Hamilton is now the man running away with it. And Russell is slowly slipping back to us. So his tyres are on 60 odd %. Definitely Leclerc are good. Perez, Sainz are poor. So if we manage this right, guys, we could be on for a nice all the points. In fact, did I just see Russell pitting? Oh my god. So we're doing the one stop. Russell, Sainz and Perez have all decided to stop it, which is interesting. Now they probably have enough to come out in front of Theo, I would imagine. In fact they do. They're all out with a healthy gap. Holy crap. I'll tell you how far off the pace Theo was. Ocon is also into the pits. Interesting. But we're currently now P2. And Verstappen seems to be tailing off the back of us. I'm not sure, is he damaged? His car seems intact.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Wow, that was quick. So we're just going to have to deploy here because we need to get back into that window of opportunity of Charles. He's decided to bolt.
McLaren gain a position.
Oh, I don't think we're in the window of opportunity there. We will be next lap around though. But yeah, that Ferrari just took off there for a second and that was tough to see. Hoping we'll still have EMAC, we mightn't. Oh, we will. Just got it, guys. That was big. Now we need to harvest again. So we just need to be building that away slowly. Not sure how that's happened. But again, I don't know if people just decided now was the time to attack or something.
Alpine
But
just advanced.
we're going to have to deploy and push here now as well. So we're going to have to just be watching our race now. So Gasly's here. We're just going to harvest with Gasly. And that should keep him tucked up under the wing of a Ferrari. Good. And then we can go neutral from here. We're going to go harvest again. So Gasly's coming to that moment of truth again, so we can just kind of harvest. There's going to be a little bit of management here for the remainder of the race, just until we get towards the end, and then we can really tell our drivers to push on again. Oh, I think we did an overtake there. We did a good thing. Lando
And there's an
still we get
overtake
DRS, so
from
that's important.
Williams.
That'll drag us along as well, and it'll catch us all up to the back of Alonso. Oh, balanced. Neutral. So this is all just for a final push towards the end that we like to normally do anyway. Gonna harvest. Oh, we can't. We've done it now. We can do it here. We can harvest. Neutral. I think we've managed to get Theo's pretty high. So now we just need to see what's going on here with Pierre. Push him on. There goes the Ferrari like a rocket ship. Two helpings, the DRS will get him.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Yep. Outside the second, so we got to deploy there again. Just to keep us within the window. That should be enough. And it sure is. There we go, cruising up to the back of Ferrari again. And we're going to get Theo to push. So it's all go here, guys, as we look to try and do something for ourselves. But we are currently on a P3 with Gansley. There's 10 laps left. Russell is catching, but he is... Oh, that was a bad one. Oh, we should get DRS. He should get out of our way. Will we clear the next one? We will. Oh, that's cost us, guys. That has cost us. So we're just going to have to push and deploy again. So really what we want is to be on the back wing of Charles if we can get there. It's going to take us a lap or two now at this stage, but hopefully we'll have enough then to recharge our batteries and go again. It's just about getting there, and then hopefully we'll have enough to hold on, and I think we'll get in there now. We do, I think. We can flick it to neutral. And then it's going to be some serious harvesting going on as we flick around the last few sections here. We can do it now because we can. Flick it back to balanced. So there's a lot going on here, guys. I'm trying to watch two drivers here as best I can. Again, we can flick the harvest there, and we're just going to keep an eye on when Theo's coming around, because we're going to try and build Theo's battery up even more if we can. Gonna harvest there with Theo. This should get Theo over the line for what he needs to do. will, but it won't on fuel, so we need to get Theo now to be conserving. But we've 10 laps, even though he has more fuel than gas. I never get that. But anyway. We never
We've had a
harvest.
spin.
Right, so I think Theo is safe now till the end of the race. We just got to get Pierre's all the way up to the top as best we can for the final assault on
And
Leclerc.
a new position, just gained by Williams.
So Theo has a potential P8 on the cards, all going well. Russell is slowly catching Verstappen. Interesting.
We've just had a
In
spin.
fact, Russell just spun just as I say it. Russell spins, so it's now Perez catching Verstappen. And that could cost Russell any chance of potentially a podium here today. Oh no! Oh, Theo.
They've lost control and spun.
Oh, Theo. He's been doing so well, but unfortunately that spin there is just after catching us. So we're just going to flick the harvest here again. Oh, Theo. Now he's still on with a shot of points. We could get him to push on. But if we will, we'll see. Can we do anything here? 7 laps to go. We might as well go for it. Or do that.
Let's have a look. Now
I don't
we
think
see
I
the
want to.
Williams here.
We're just going to skip that. That's very upsetting. So that's Theo's race more or less done. So I think what we will do now is pit Theo for a set of softs. Got nothing to lose. We're going to lose one more place to Ricardo, but he'll be mighty quick. And leave him on aggressive and see what he does. So back on board with Pierre. Just so I was talking up Theo saying he was doing a good job, and he was. But yeah, it's just a little bit upsetting. Gonna harvest here now again. So Theo's out of the pits, 6 seconds behind Ricardo. He should make that up. I would expect Theo to probably be the quickest man on the track now. And he has a bit of free air ahead of him, so he should get Ricardo pretty comfortably, and that'll be kind of P12 is where he would have finished after his 2 spins, so the stopping for the soft tires hasn't cost us a whole pile. But yeah, it's just a little bit upsetting. So we're down to 4 laps to go, guys. So I do think the P2 is on the cards if we can bolt, and we've managed to get Leclerc here, so that's a good one.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
I'd imagine Leclerc will fight that one, but the gap to Verstappen is holding at 3.5 seconds, so all going well, guys. There is a P2 on the cards here for Pierre, which would be fantastic. And he'll have beaten a Ferrari, which will be great. Unfortunately for Theo, yeah, I just can't say too much about that. There goes Leclerc. He will pull a little bit on us here now. But wow, wow, he does that well. We're just going to harvest here. DRS will pull us down the back straight. And now is the time, guys, where we're looking to bolt here, because we're getting pretty close to the crunch time. Could we probably could actually send Theo off on a ramble here. Why isn't Theo fast? Theo is lapping in the 1:20s. He should be a rocket ship out there on the softs. Oh boy, he's not. It's a little bit upsetting. Oh, this is it. We're deploying. We are going to deploy with both drivers.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
So now we're looking to leave Leclerc.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Ooh, Bottas spins again. Unlucky Bottas. But we're looking now to trying to drop Leclerc as best we can. Gonna flick neutral out of this corner. We have 1.5 seconds, which is okay. But we can deploy now again. And that should be P2 in the bag, guys. I want to flick the fuel to balanced, because we don't need any mishaps happening to Pierre. He just needs now to foot to the floor, drive it home. Russell has recovered to P5, impressively enough, and has got Verstappen, who's fallen way off the pace here today. Not sure what's going on. But yeah, that's a good job done. And for some odd reason, Theo never got Ricciardo back. But Pierre crosses the line, guys. Look at that.
That's the flag.
So P2 for
it's
Pierre.
Hamilton.
What a fantastic
Lewis
result.
Hamilton
And we
with the
beat the
win
Ferraris,
today.
guys, which is unbelievable. Didn't think that would happen. Theo, unfortunately, was running pretty strong and probably would have had a P8 here today.
Okay, check it. Flag.
I do think we would have gotten that P8, but
Thanks, guys.
yeah, it's just unfortunate. 2 spins, and he never really recovered. As I say, 3 seconds off Ricciardo in the end. I would have expected him to pass him, but anyway, there was 6 seconds in it. He didn't do it. It's a quandary, I think is the right word I'm looking for there regarding Theo. I know we have to develop him, and I just maybe am expecting too much considering how well the car is going this year. But we will do our best to get Theo to this level, and yeah, that's all we can hope for. We'll have to up our race simulator pretty soon. Actually, that's probably something we need to do pretty quickly to get the experience points for Theo, so he can get the best possible development. So with that said, guys, that is us.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. This podium is a true recognition of everyone who's been working so hard for this result. The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here. It was a hard-fought contest for all 3 drivers, each one securing precious points for their team. A very impressive showing today for Williams.
Yeah, this was a really clever bit of strategy, and it's great to see that pay off. I can't wait to find out what they show us next time.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in 3rd place in the
Nice
constructors'
to see
standings.
Pierre celebrating with the
Next
team there.
time, the teams
He's
will
really
be adding
settling well.
another year to the legend of Spa-Francorchamps. Anything can happen at the Belgian Grand Prix.
So before the Belgian Grand Prix, we are into the summer break, so we'll have a chance to get a few things onto the car. And yeah, we'll be back next time, guys, for Belgium. So until then, I've been Snowman86. This has been Formula 1 Manager 2022. And until next time, guys, as always, take care and thanks very much.